the frozen expanse of the Arctic, only the strongest survive. King of the Arctic, meet the polar bear. Nature's ultimate predator, unmatched in strength, size, and endurance. Competitors? Practically none. With no natural enemies, the polar bear dominates its icy kingdom. Seals, their primary prey, stand no chance against this apex predator. But why does the polar bear have no real rivals? It's simple. The Arctic's brutal conditions weed out the weak. Only the fiercest can endure temperatures below -50 degrees Celsius and swim for miles in frigid waters. This is no ordinary predator. Standing up to 10 feet tall and weighing over 1,500 pounds, the polar bear is a living tank designed to dominate. Its thick fur and a layer of blubber allow it to withstand temperatures that would freeze most other creatures. Its paws are designed like snowshoes, distributing its weight so it can walk on thin ice. And those powerful paws also serve another purpose. They're perfect for hunting the polar bear. A beast of raw power is unmatched by any competitor in its frozen domain. Even the mighty orca, a formidable predator, rarely dares to challenge the polar bear in its element. But it's not just physical power. The polar bear's keen intelligence and adaptability make it unbeatable. In the Arctic, survival is a game where only the best can play, and the polar bear always wins. Polar bears are strategic hunters. They wait patiently near breathing holes for hours, knowing exactly when to strike. And they're excellent swimmers, able to cover over 60 miles in a single journey. With partially webbed feet, they glide through freezing waters like seasoned athletes. Let's check out the most formidable competitors that share the Arctic with the king of the north. Orca, killer whale, walrus, visual Arctic wolf, Arctic fox. 1. Orca, killer whale. In the water, the orca is a formidable predator, known as the killer whale for its coordinated attacks. Even though these highly intelligent apex predators hunt seals and even large whales, it rarely challenges the polar bear directly. On land, the polar bear reigns supreme, far beyond the orca's reach. 2. Walrus. Armed with sharp tusks and thick hide, the walrus is one of the most formidable creatures of the Arctic, a giant that commands respect with its sheer size and powerful tusks. These tusks, which can grow up to 3 feet long, are not just for show. They are deadly weapons used to defend against predators and rivals alike. With a single thrust, a walrus can pierce the thick hide of an attacker or ward off any potential threats. But even with such formidable defenses, the walrus is not invincible. When food is scarce, the polar bear, driven by hunger and its unmatched hunting prowess, dares to challenge these tusked giants. The walrus, despite its thick hide and powerful tusks, is at a disadvantage on land, where the polar bear's strength and agility shine. The bear's powerful jaws can crush a walrus's skull or deliver a fatal bite to its neck. Even the mighty tusks of a walrus cannot guarantee its safety against the relentless hunger of the polar bear. In the Arctic, it's not just about who's the strongest, who's the most determined, and the polar bear's will to survive, unmatched. The Arctic wolf, also known as the white wolf, is one of the most resilient predators in the north. Smaller and more agile than the polar bear, These wolves are masters of teamwork and strategy. In the vast, unforgiving Arctic, they survive by hunting in packs, working together to bring down prey much larger than themselves. Individually, an Arctic wolf is no match for a polar bear. Weighing up to 175 pounds, these wolves rely on their agility, speed, and intelligence rather than brute strength. A well-coordinated group of Arctic wolves can be a formidable force, able to strategize and outmaneuver larger animals. However, when it comes to the polar bear, even a pack of wolves knows their limits. Wolves are opportunistic hunters and scavengers. They may try to challenge a polar bear for a kill, hoping to steal a meal. But the sheer power and aggression of a polar bear usually keep the wolves at bay. Even the most desperate pack knows that a direct confrontation with the king of the Arctic is a battle they cannot win. 4. Arctic fox. Weighing only about 6 to 10 pounds, the Arctic fox relies on its wits rather than strength. Unlike the polar bear, the fox is not a top-tier predator. Instead, it is an opportunistic feeder, scavenging leftovers from larger predators and hunting small mammals, birds, and fish. While the Arctic fox is not a direct threat to the polar bear, it often follows in the bear's footsteps, waiting patiently for an opportunity to scavenge from the remains of a bear's hunt. This clever strategy allows the fox to survive without engaging in dangerous confrontations. Though the Arctic fox is a formidable survivor in its own right, it knows its place in the hierarchy of the Arctic. It is a master of staying out of harm's way, surviving on the fringes of the polar bear's kingdom, and thriving where others might starve. Strength, intelligence, and sheer resilience have made the polar bear a near-perfect predator. The polar bear's reign over the Arctic isn't just about its sheer power, it's about survival in one of the harshest environments on Earth. It's a testament to strength, adaptability, and endurance. The polar bear's reign over the Arctic isn't just about its sheer power, it's about survival in one of the harshest environments on Earth. It's a testament to strength, adaptability, and endurance. No other creature can rival its dominance in this frozen wilderness. The walrus may have its tusks, the Arctic wolf its cunning, and the fox its cleverness. But none can dethrone the polar bear. In the end, the Arctic belongs to the polar bear, a kingdom of ice ruled by a king without equal. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the Arctic, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more wildlife content.